Hey you all, it's Caleb here. I hope this message finds you safe and at home with all the ones that you love. We want to work to provide some normalcy for you all, so we're going to give you The Haven in video format on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It'll be a lesson, a short activity, a game, and a craft, just like usual. So welcome to the first episode of The Haven at Home. Hey you all. So for our lesson today, we're going to talk a little bit about the wind. But I'm not talking about the wind like that blows the trees outside. I'm talking about like the wind that you can blow out of your mouth. Now I know everybody's sick right now, so we're not supposed to do anything with our mouths, but I want you to watch really closely and try to tell if I'm blowing air out of my mouth or not, okay? So I'm gonna do 2 tries, and one of them I'm not, and one of them I am. So you have to try to guess which one it is, okay? So here's the first one. Okay? No. Do you think I did or not? All right, now let's try this one. Could you tell? Even though there was a little bit of difference, it was still really hard to tell whether I was blowing it or not. So that's where something like a pinwheel comes in handy. So now if I blow in this, you'll be able to tell. Right? So this shows us what the wind that we can't see. So God is a lot like a wind. We can't always see him, especially in hard times, but we know that he's working through things like a pinwheel. So we can see him in people and see him in actions and see him in nice things that people do for us. So our focus today is going to be on the wind. And later we're going to get to make one of these awesome pinwheels. So right now I think we're going to go to the Bible corner and see if we can find any stories in the Bible about the wind. So see you in a second. All right, hey everyone, welcome to the Bible corner. As I was skimming through the Bible looking for wind, because that's our topic today, I found this perfect story that I think that really shows us something about Jesus. So in the story, he's in this boat with all of his disciples, and they're going across this ocean. And they have a really bad storm, lots of wind, lots of waves crashing in. But the disciples are really scared because they think they're going to die. They're going to sink the boat. But Jesus, meanwhile, is totally asleep. So right now I want you guys to take a guess about what you think might happen next. So I got 3 options for you. 1, Jesus stays asleep. He's taking a snooze, he just rides it out. 2, Jesus wakes up. They wake him up, but he just decides to go for a swim instead. Or 3, they wake him up and he calms the storm. So pause the video now and decide what you think might happen next. Okay, if you picked that Jesus is going to wake up and calm the storm, you're right. So they wake him up and they say, "Teacher, do you not care that we are going to die?" And he wakes up and rebukes the wind and says to the sea, "Be still." And all the wind goes calm. So then Jesus asked the disciples, "Why did you not have faith in me?" And I think there's a pretty simple answer to that. They were scared. We have the benefit of knowing after the fact that it turned out okay. Jesus stopped it, they all lived. But in the moment, they didn't know that. So the disciples responded the way they did out of worry and concern. And those are totally good ways to respond to hard situations. They did come to know, however, that God is in control of all situations. And it's best to turn to Jesus in times of scared and frightenedness. That's the end of our Bible time. And now we're off to our Music Minute with Caitlin.
Hey guys, so today we are taking music outside, and we are going to talk about how all the different sounds that we hear in nature are actually music too. I mean, think about it. God put all of these living things on earth, and every single one of them has a different sound. Isn't that cool? And just because it's a sound and maybe not a song like we would think music is, doesn't mean that it's not music. So I want you to listen. I am in my backyard right now, and I want you to listen with me for all the different sounds you can hear, and shout them out when you hear them, okay? Let's listen. I hear a car. I hear lots of different birds. Do you hear that? I hear trees. I hear the wind. There was a rooster a second ago, so let's listen for it. Did you think of any other things? Write them down, or tell your parents, or shout them out, or draw a picture if you want. Look, it's awesome. I am going to challenge you today to do the same thing. So go outside and listen to as many different sounds as you can and count how many you find. Isn't it cool that all these different sounds are sort of their own type of music? Next video, we're going to be making a song of our own. But I challenge you today to go outside and find the music that you can out there. Thank you guys. See ya.
Thank you, Caitlin, for that awesome music minute. Now we're here for Crafts with Justin, where we're going to learn how to make one of these fantastic pinwheels using 3 simple things that everybody hopefully has in their home. So first, you're going to need a pencil. Make sure that there's a quality eraser on that dude. You're going to need either a straight pen or tack. A tack will work as well. And a piece of paper. Copy paper's fine. Construction paper might be better, but we're going to see. So first, what you're going to do is cut out a 4x4 square. Doesn't have to be exactly precise, just as close as you can get. Once you have this, we'll wait for Justin to do his. It's hard stuff, guys. No joke. All right, there you go. So then after you have this, you can feel free to decorate your pinwheel. We're not going to do that today, but we'll pause the video. You can pause the video right now and do that. All right, welcome back. So once you've decorated it properly, you're going to make 4 cuts from each of the corners towards the middle. But make sure you don't touch the middle. Otherwise, you will not have a good pinwheel. All right. Okay, there you go. So once you have it like this, you're going to want to take your pin here and poke a hole through 4 of the corners. So you're going to want to follow the trend. So if you do this side, do that side on all of them. And then one right through the middle. This can be dangerous, so probably have your parents help you kids. I'm scared. You can start with yours too.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
So each of the corners, all the way around.
Okay.
All right, we're getting there.
On all
The
of
same
them?
side.
Like I did that one,
Yeah.
and then do I do that one too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Skip it. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
All right. So once you get that all done, you're gonna poke that last one in the middle.
Yep, just hit myself. Be careful.
And so then after that, you're gonna go back
Where does the middle one go?
right in the middle. You're gonna feed it back through those holes on each of the sides. So you're going through all 4 of those holes you poked. Or you can just poke another one. See what I'm saying? So you're taking it through all the holes that you just poked in the paper.
Oh no.
So once you get all those holes on there. So once all 4 of those sides are on there, then you're gonna go back through the middle hole, which is being, or you can just poke a new hole. I think I'm gonna redo that one. There we go.
Oh,
So now, yeah, you getting it?
I think.
And then, so what the eraser is for is just to hold it. So once you crush it down like that a little bit, you can stick the back of that pin in the eraser. And then you'll have your finished pinwheel.
I'm almost there. I'm not very good at this.
Crafts are not our strong suit, but we're learning new things here in this time. Nice.
And then
And then in the eraser.
okay.
Wait. Oh, other way. Wait, what? This way? It's all good. Oh, I got it. Awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming to Crafts. Now we're gonna head over to the game room, so make sure you clear out your living room. All right, see you in a minute. That was a great craft time, everyone. I hope your pinwheels turned out as great as ours did, and that you're enjoying blowing through those and showing how God's working here. So now we're gonna play a little game. So what you need to do is clear out a room or a space, however you want, so that there's room to move around. And you need to pick a start line and a finish line. So I don't know exactly what that'll look like in your place, but just make sure there's some distance between them. So our theme has been wind today. So for our game, we're going to continue to use our wind. So what's going to happen is we're going to take an object. So there's several things you can use, from like a balloon to a tissue to a dryer sheet to anything that is light and will float in the air. And what you're going to try to do is blow the object from the start line to the finish line. But the catch is it can't touch the ground. So right now Justin's gonna give you a little bit of an example. It'll be like right here. And so that'll give you a little bit of an idea of what it's supposed to look like. So down below in the comments, I want you to let me know who is the best and who won this game. And after that, there'll be some discussion questions for you all to talk about to sort of break down the game and discuss it as a family. I hope you guys enjoyed the game and that you had a great discussion around our questions. Keep an eye out for these on Wednesday and Saturday, indefinitely until we're back in person. So thanks for coming to the first episode of The Haven at Home.